Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, the Telegram founder, Pavel, has been arrested. So TON is dropping 15% as I speak right now. And that is what we have for crypto's juiciest news, friends. We have also got some more juicy news from Tekashi related to PulseChain and HEX. But first, we're going to look at the Bitcoin price chart. It did the nice little pop of justice. Hopefully, we are repeating the zombie virus fractal, which includes an upwards drift of some sorts after this. And then we are looking forward to the US election around here some point. Maybe it does something like that, and hopefully we get a good result. We don't care who wins, Team Red or Team Blue. We are on Team Crypto. Now, after all these news and all these 4-year cycle magic repeating, friends, we pretty much have to concede we aren't going anywhere unless ETH BTC is higher. Now, it doesn't mean other coins can't go up. Of course, they can go up. You've got your Solana and everything else. They can do well. You can do the Ponzi pumps. You can have this little Tron and stuff happening. But for the overall market, they really mean nothing. They are the unicorn winners. They're like the chosen ones. Not this whole cycle, but things are just random and they take turns, right? So these are things that are outside of our control. You couldn't have really predicted them. And obviously, there are people who are holding them. They're saying that they saw them coming the whole time, which, that's a lot of hogwash as well, because at the end of the day, a lot of these things are just pretty much dice rolls at the end of it. And they might be holding on for way longer than you should. But I guess we'll see how it all plays out. In very nice positive news, the Bitcoin monthly candle, friends, deserves a nice pump tune, okay? Because the green monthly candle, friends, is so close to finish August. Man, what a wild month it'll be. I don't even care if it finishes red, to be honest. Like, it's just, we've been scammed so much. It's been 3.5 years, all this scamming, can't go anywhere. Just to remind you as well, man, this was 3 red candles, friends. 3 red candles sends altcoins down 90%. It doesn't even matter if Bitcoin goes sideways. So it has been a major disappointment. And just reflecting on everything, I mean, I knew this was the type of stuff you're in for when it comes to this. But I would just urge you to avoid onboarding any family or friends from this moment. Pretty much after we start going, I reckon, I'll probably just stop now. Just don't even bother with it now. You only get negative stuff, friends. Yes, I have okay experiences, but from what I've heard from everyone else, honestly, hate to say it, but forget your family, forget your friends, forget your work people, forget it, friend. Literally, look after yourself, okay? We are a family here, and we've been tested, so don't onboard anybody. It's literally not worth it. You literally have zero upside. So if they make money, firstly, you're not going to get anything. I don't want anything, personally, but I know maybe some people out there, for all the risks they take, you're not going to get anything anyway, number one. Number two, you have infinite downside. Relationships will get broken. Literally nothing makes up for it. You're literally going to get nothing. Wow, you might get a pat on the shoulder. Friends, I can't tell you. Please listen to me from this moment on. I've been waiting so long just to get to this point where I'm like, okay, I'm now pushing the button. Don't even tell friends and family you're in it. Don't even tell, oh, crypto, what's that? What a scam. Okay, don't even bother. Don't even bother. It's either going to take on over the world or it's not, okay? And look, I'll tell you right now, though, if it goes up super, super high, they're going to resent you anyway, because they're going to ask you, why didn't you beg me to get in? Why didn't you tell me to do this? And you're like, we had 3.5 years. These things have just been going down forever, right? So we didn't know things were going to turn around. On the Others BTC chart, friends, you can just see all the pain, by the way. See, Others BTC, this is a weekly chart. Obviously, Others BTC ratio starting to hopefully rotate up. It is. These 2 little shitty green candles, this pretty much doesn't make up for anything. Just to let you know, friends, how bad altcoins are doing. They've pretty much round-tripped 8 years, okay? They've pretty much round-tripped 8 years. Now, there are the altcoins here are different to the ones today, okay, in the top 100, top 500, okay? Completely different altcoins, different constituents. But at the very bare minimum, we've round-tripped 4 years. So it is sad to see. Chainlink, Aave, Synthetics, you look at all their ETH ratios, pretty much almost everything. ETH BTC, you've round-tripped 8 years, okay? So everything's round-tripped 4 years, pretty much, at the least. And yeah, it just shows you the level of pain. And look, I know, look, everything's going to turn around. It's gonna go okay. But I don't measure okay in terms of green candles will appear. I know they're going to appear. I know cycles, they're never going away. But the distance, though, is it going to justify it? That's what I'm asking you to think about. Is it literally going to justify it? If we're going to diminish gains, friends, I'll tell you right now, we're diminishing gains. I mean, look at every single growth rate going for every 5-year interval of crypto, right? So Bitcoin used to grow at 420% per year for 5 years. Man, that's a 5x every year, by the way. You do 5 times 5. That's insane, right? That's a huge multiplier. And then you do 5 to the power of 5, friends. That's your multiplier. That's enormous, okay? Oh, my gosh. And then it grew down to 70% per year. Now it's down to 40%. So you can see the numbers are slowing down no matter how you spin it. And obviously, how do you get around that? So after you see these things, you know these things are repeating. How do you get around it? Well, how you get around it is you literally have to bet more. That's how you have to, that's the thing about it. You have to bet more. You can't get around with like, and by the way, it doesn't matter what country you're from, friends. Shout out to everybody out there. If you're in a second world or third world country, I get it, man. No one's telling you put X amount of dollars here. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you, how much do you need to live? Okay, well, there are people all around the world where they've only got 1 week of living expenses invested into crypto. I'll tell you right now, you're not going to make it. You have literally no chance of making it. Good luck. Okay, but the person who's got 1 year, okay, you're on the path to making it now. You have 1 year of savings putting it. 1 year of living expenses. That's how you got to think about it. You know, some people only need $15,000 a year to live. Okay, sweet. Or if your 15 grand is in crypto, sweet. Yeah, okay, man, you can make your 10 to 20x. You're going to smash it. But anything less than that, man, I'm just being completely honest, right? Look, you can make it, but 1, you got to be selling around the top. And number 2, you got to buy in the next cycle. And so you need 8 years, okay? Now, I already know 95% of people, so actually the real stat, friends, is 10% of people sell the tops, okay, around that top zone, 10%, but half of them buy back in. And they buy in too early, and then they're trapped for the next 3 years anyway. Like, they're still trapped today. Like, think about this, friends. If you sold Bitcoin, I know there are a lot of people, they sold Bitcoin at 50K, yeah? But then they rebought it at like 32, all right? So they sold 50K, think they're geniuses, and they rebuy back at 32. Then a lot of them actually took on leverage and capitulated the bottoms again. They sold, they buy back in. So I want to show you this on the chart, just to give you an idea of how tough it is. So this is the Bitcoin weekly chart. So there are people who didn't tell anybody they're selling, just pure scum, didn't tell anybody they're selling, and then they couldn't wait to let everyone know that pretty much when we got back down here, they got back in, all right? So they're like, oh yeah, lucky I was selling, you're all idiots, right? So they said nothing, and a lot of people got back in like 37, 39K, but then it capitulates again. People also bought around here and it went down. A lot of people sold down here. So just showing you this, or they get a lot of people, right? They sell here, friends. Remember, your money's locked up. You don't do anything with your money, and they come back and they buy back like at 30K. Okay, so they're coming back and buy back 30K. But think about this distance, man. It's still 3.5 years. It's literally still 3.5 years. You can't actually exit everything out. So if you're going to retire or not, it doesn't really matter. You're still trapped for that same amount of time. That's actually the most important concept to do that. So everybody's still in the game for this amount of time. You've paid your sacrifice in your time units. Yeah, maybe some persons, people are better off than others, but you can't take away that time. You don't actually get time out of this. Hope that makes sense. Now, friends, the main news, which is literally just broken out obviously minutes ago, is Pavel. So this is the Telegram founder. He got arrested in France, and it's down. This is my chart showing you down 15%. So what actually happened was he was in France, he got arrested, and the deep state bug eaters over there have literally lost the plot. So they're accusing him of being a criminal, which is completely BS, because Telegram itself has crimes on it. So that's obviously the most scum thing ever. That makes no sense. But of course, it makes sense if you're part of the deep state, you're part of the 13 families, you want to take down everybody who's got to do with financial revolution or anything out here because you threatened the money printer. Of course, we get it when it comes out here. And the example I'm going to use, friends, we'll actually play some we've got to play some Halo music for everyone. All right, so Tornado Cash. You remember the Tornado Cash developers? It is an international crime against humanity that the Tornado Cash devs wrote some code, they're jailed. That is terrible. That is a complete injustice. More mainstream crypto influencers, they should be talking about it. They don't. They barely talk about it. I talk about it all the time. All right. Or everyone who's doing the arresting or that, there should be revolution overnight. Okay. That's terrible. It's like you wrote instructions on a piece of paper, and like, let's say I just wrote, kill somebody today. I wrote that instruction on a piece of paper, and then someone sees that and goes to shoot somebody. Hey, it was you, right? And they literally want to arrest you, and they want to ban that piece of paper. So piece of paper and pencils are bad ideas, okay? So that's how you know it's a bunch of BS. I think it's also very common in the crypto industry now that good guys get arrested all the time. And like, so, okay, they arrest 9 good guys. One of them's bad. Okay, Soy Bankman Fried. Yeah, but you kind of guys let him go for a while. He wasn't actually really bad. It's just he got caught. That was the thing. So Soy Bankman Fried, that's the sad part. They don't actually arrest bad guys in crypto industry. They are forced to arrest the one that literally got exposed. Like, oh crap, now we look bad. We got to arrest this guy, okay? But for everyone else, CZ in jail, come on, man. What a bunch of BS. Now, here's the thing, friends. When you see a chart like this, do you want to fade it? Well, you can, of course. You can fade it. There's just something to think about. How much upside are you going to get if you fade it, okay? So, these types of trades, friends, because Telegram, man, it got 30 billion fully diluted. Like, it's huge already, man. It's in the top rankings, friends. See, it's 30 billion fully diluted. You can barely see the blip on the chart if you go down. See, Telegram is ranked 10. It's not worth buying spot. I'll just tell you. If you trade that based on leverage, okay? So, but it's the thing, man. Okay, you have a leverage exchange. You know, it's just to let you know, friends. I know it's a bit new to some people, but on a leverage exchange, you need to leave undeployed capital on there for credits, right? So you might have just, I have a Bitcoin sitting around there. Yeah, but do you want to risk your Bitcoin on the trading? Yeah, some people do. They want to hold it. That's okay. If you have stable coins, Tether, yeah, but why don't you just go buy spot altcoins and hold them? I guarantee if you've got like 10 grand Tether in your account, there's no way you're going to trade yourself to 100 grand because we'd be hearing all about you probably make everybody sign up to your Bybit leverage trading exchange. So 99.9% of people don't do that. Or if they do, they only show you the one winning streak, but they miss out the 6 times that they tried the challenge and failed. So ultimately, these high market cap stuff, there's no business for you and me on average to participate in that if we are here 18 hours a day. Okay, so obviously you can make money on them, but how much, man? Like, we're all here for the same amount of time. Okay, there is no world where Telegram now goes 20x from here and the whole crypto industry does nothing. Okay, there is no world like that. There's probably a world where Telegram goes up 3x, some other altcoins go up 20x. Okay, but which one are they going to be? Hopefully, you've watched my ultimate bull market strategy guide so we can try hone in on the key advantages. Remember, 1, going on chain, important. Number 2, find an active community. Number 3, key information asymmetry. Maybe a guy with a fluffy microphone likes it. Okay, maybe there's a PulseChain sacrifice wallet with 170,000 ETH. And number 4, developers. So you can look up, type in ultimate bull market strategy guide. I've got part 1 and part 2 there for you. You can look it up on YouTube's. Now, what I wanted to talk about is very important, friends, because Tekashi69, as you know, the rapper, he's actually been tweeting about Hex and PulseChain. Hex and Pulse are full of retards. Oh my God, the delusion is impressive. So this is great, friends. So throughout his thread, you know what I'm going to do, friends? I'll just show you this. This is actually what you want to see. So if you go to his page, remember this is Tekashi, friends. He's even got the retardio. It's actually amazing. He's got Miladies and stuff. If you know about Miladies, friends, and Tekashi, they actually go hand in hand. Okay, so I'm not going to say more about that. I'll just tell you, they go hand in hand. Actually, maybe I should make some code words. You know what I mean? So, interesting, right? So he's only got 74 followers. I'm one of them. Fantastic. Okay, he's got his rap videos and all these. But look at this. This is the Hex and Pulse retail. Just check this out. Check this out. Okay, let's go through these, friends. So when you're going through the engagement on these things, friends, when I go through, look at all these things going. I just want to show you, right? He's talking about crypto more now. Look at this. I got crypto to blow this weekend. What should I buy? No copy paste dummies. Buying anything that isn't a custom message or art, 0 effort. So he's very aware of what's going on. Obviously, I've made a reply here. Oh, wow. We're about to ratio. I'm going to ratio him soon. That'd be crazy. So, friends, very impressive out here. So obviously, look at this. What the hell is Hex and Pulse? Scams down 99.9%. How much did you lose? You maggots brag about another man's jewelry, all these. How much did you buy this account? Can you believe his people? So blah, blah, blah. So this is awesome. So this is obviously Dr. Hexologist. This is great. So keep promoting our coin and our community, baby. Thank you very much. So it's great, fans. But look. Some of you look, here's the thing, man. I never tell people to calm down. Okay, I don't want you to do that. Yeah, but I want you to know what's going on, all right? But I don't want to tell everybody to calm down because calming down, you're basically going to the hornet's nest and you go, hey, let him kick you. No, don't let him kick you. Keep doing it, okay? But I don't want to keep promoting it. But just for your own sanity, just to let you know, friends. We've got to repeat this again, okay? So Hex, PulseX, every altcoin, okay? Chainlink, Matic, everything, friends. You go through every single coin, Pedodot. You have everything, friends. Pretty much 495 of 2021 coins out of 500. So it's 495 are down, only 5 are up. Floki, Fetch, Injective, Soylana, and BNB. Okay, sweet. 5. Sweet. You put over there. The other, even Doge, friends, everything's down. SHIB. You can't say anything nice about them to the mainstream people, right? You can. They won't compute it as that. They just see a price going down. Red candles, price down, trash. I don't like this. There's no demand for it. People don't like it. Okay, sweet. We understand that part. Now, this is obviously, friends, you are basically in a garden. You just planted some seeds now. If you get to see or promote the names of things for the future. So, looking at the response of people when a coin is mentioned, even though it's down so much, looking at the engagement is extremely powerful. It is. XRP Army, case in point. Now, here's the thing. XRP Army, they don't have much more to grow in terms of rankings because they're already like 20 to 30 billion market cap. Okay, sweet. Well, PulseChain's only 600 million. It is a 60x. PLS is a 60x away to get XRP Army. In fact, if you added up all the Richard Heart coins, the whole ecosystem needs a 20x to match XRP, okay? So you're seeing both similar engagement, but like, man, this thing's just 20 times cheaper. But even XRP, man, shout out to you. I'm just telling you, this thing is like, hey, it's XRP Army, it's 20 times cheaper, right? So when you see these types of, mentions out here, I always, obviously, friends, I never snap. I never get angry. I'm like, oh, sweet, said my name, friends. Like, if you remember, Ansem started tweeting about me, calling me a retard, retweeting me, etc., etc. And remember, I shouted him out. Now, here's the thing. He blocked me. He blocked a lot of people. I think he just hit a point where here's what happens, friends. Obviously, the coins you're shilling, they start slowing down. And because they start slowing down, okay, you get a lot of hate, especially a lot of the meme coins he was talking about. He's like, I'm done with it, right? So that probably adds to a lot of it, okay? You're just getting attacked over and over and over again. A lot of people can't take it. But, man, when you're in a unicorn, that's what happens, right? Thinking about also Richard Heart, 2021, he had to start blocking everyone and stuff. So you hit a point so high that when your popularity starts going down, it's like a big, big, big drop. You feel it personally, but no one else can relate. Because everyone just sees a popular person who's still popular. They're like, hey, you were rich yesterday, you're still rich today, nothing has changed, okay? But you don't know what's going inside their head. You don't see their social metrics and everything. And I don't just know this from firsthand, right? Like, I know, like, the copers and the psychopaths start coming out, hey, this coin's down. And I've got to, like, tell them, yeah, bro, whole industry's correlated, right? Everything's down between 50 and 95%. Just take your pick, right? So when you see Tekashi coming out here, and shout out to Mr. Custard. Mr. Custard, friends, what a gem of this world, who put my Twitter profile on his phone. Just looks like he's glorious. It's so hilarious, man. He's like looking at his phone here, and he's looking like, what the hell am I looking at right now? Like that's the funniest thing of all. Just checking that out, and just for him to like observe the power of the crypto cult and what's coming next. So when you see all this energy and all this passion coming out, it's worth something. But if only it was that linear. It's not worth something in terms of, okay, you exist, please go up now. It doesn't work like that, man. There's a certain amount of time you just have to sit through. We just don't know what it is. No one knows what it is. No one knows the exact catalyst. It's just that if you keep holding, eventually the market will reprice. But how high it reprices, that is clearly just up to God, I guess. Now, I've left this post here for Tekashi, and I'll read it here for you. So this is what I basically said. I said, and this is actually true, right? PulseChain and HEX community are the original crypto raiders. It's true, friends. They are the original crypto raiders, okay? So going to everyone in Telegram, making all the stickers and spamming the crap out of everything, just getting banned everywhere. Banned everywhere. The name HEX is just banned everywhere, okay? So they'll ban so much. Remember, friends, when I first heard about Richard Heart, everyone's saying he's gonna... A lot of people, this is the common narrative, okay? Because I was watching Altcoin Daily. I didn't know about Twitter. I didn't know about Telegram. There's only one narrative, and that was that Richard Heart lost all his Bitcoin leverage trading, so he's making a shit coin called HEX, and he owns all the coins, which he does, controls, and he's going to dump it, okay? That's the thing. He's going to dump it. He owns all the coins, and he's collecting ETH because he could just make back his money. That was a prevailing narrative. Now, it took me many, many months to keep seeing it over and over and over again, but eventually I knew someone, okay? Shout out to Mr. 6K. So Mr. 6K, he actually bought into HEX, right? He bought into HEX and it went up like 17x. from that low. Remember from that low when it first launched, and he was trying to get me on board because he just saw a coin going up. But here's the thing, I looked at it and I put it on the chart. I was like, you know what? If I want to make it in this game, I can't have any biases. Okay, I can't have any biases. So it sat on me for a while. Now I knew, I'm like, oh well, it's high. I missed it. I never buy high, and I just waited and waited, and I found out more about him, and it was just like it's only bad news. It was literally only bad news everywhere. But then I realized, okay, you know what? There has to be some value here because people are still believing, and I didn't even know where to look, friends. I didn't know where to look. So slowly, me wanting to literally, I thought it's like a turbo scam, friends. So you know the evil things people want to do to like Soy Bankman-Fried, you've like stolen. Yes, that's what everybody, including myself, thought by Richard Hart. But then eventually, it just comes to me. The universe just comes to me, friends. I don't invent anything. I just kind of discover. I just kind of like channel it through. I go, oh, the cults. It's all about the cults, isn't it? It's people who will hold on no matter what because Bitcoin has no cash flow and people haven't realized it yet. And so I did more research and I find out, made all my famous videos telling you Bitcoin was called a cult in 2013 by Wired article. And they were like, oh, the cult of Satoshi. And I'm like, that's weird. How come they're called a cult now, but this cult word is now removed and bastardized? I go, oh, Bitcoin has like this special aura, okay, but eventually get chipped. So I'm like so forward thinking to coming out seeing here. So then Hex community, right? They're the original crypto raiders, friends. They are the first to get banned in every channel, pretty much. Okay, and pretty much I like make it big, widespread. It was all through the power of YouTube, by the way. It's because obviously Joe Rogan started doing 3-hour interviews on YouTube, and then Richard Hart started doing 3-hour videos because Joe Rogan was the most, right? I don't know if people know that he started just doing 3-hour videos because of Joe Rogan, right? It's kind of amazing. He just picks out stuff. He knows that's how you knew the guy. He thinks differently. Like he can see something popular that you and I see, and we're interpreting it from like a pleb, a retailer perspective. But Richard Hart is looking at it from a perspective of businessman. Okay, he's like, hey, what can I grab from this that's useful? Like, friends, here's the thing. If you're watching Joe Rogan, never would you have ever thought the average person would think, oh, 3-hour podcasts, 3-hour videos must be really popular. A lot of people want to watch them. So when I do my thing, I'm going to do 3 hours. Most people weren't thinking like that at the time, whatever. They're just probably thinking either of the word podcast or like, what are the guests he's bringing on or what else makes up of it. So it's very unique, the things that he's able to grab to actually like show that or just basically get a higher, I guess, product market fit for his message, if you think about it that way. Also, friends, we get to see this, right? I frequently see grown men too scared to mention the Hex name out of fear. Hex, Richard Hart, PulseChain, PulseX, out of fear, right? Now, it's funny. They're saying it out of laughter. In terms of like, ha, 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 laughter now because the prices are down, okay? But if the disbelief rally starts happening, okay, you literally will get fear. I'm telling you, you get fear. All right, fear. They don't want it to go up, friends. I'll tell you right now, how many times I've told you, no one cares if someone won the lottery. No one cares. Oh, I had no chance anyway. No one cares. Okay, you bought Doge 8 years ago. Sweet, bro. I didn't even know what crypto was. I didn't know what crypto was. I don't even know what Doge. I was still calling it doggy. Okay, doggy coin. I'm serious. So I have no idea what a doggy is. All right. So I didn't care. Okay, you made a lot. You never told me. You never onboarded me. You just fluked it. All right, sweet. We didn't care about those ones. The ones we care about is when you have literally a guy with a peanut brain who's now made 3,600 videos, who's given you a top-down analysis, Metcalfe's law, network effects, tracking everything. I show you all the engagement. It's not just this coin, all the coins, right? But Hex one is the one that hurts everybody the most. No one cares. Okay, Chainlink goes up. Yeah, when you no one gives a shit about any of these or any of these other coins. The Hex and PulseChain one, that's the one that'll kill everybody. It'll literally be the death blow. It'll be the Widowmaker because they can't say they never heard about it. They can't. They can't say, by the way, friends, they consider, okay, a non-cultist, because I don't look like a traditional cultist to them, right? They're like, oh, you must be in the cult. So obviously I'm not a cultist, but you get this point, right? They're like, oh, this guy has Bitcoin and Ethereum logos in his chart. That's why, friends, it confuses the hell out of them. And what confuses them even more is when I call it a scam. It makes them explode. They go, yeah, it's a scam, friends. It's literally like if you're a Donald Trump fan, it's when I guess, you know, if the other side, when they hear people say, you know what, Donald Trump, he sucks as a family guy. And, you know, he's 3 divorces and I don't like this and I don't like that. And he says these words and I don't like him, right? They say all these things. They go, but you know what? I'm voting for him anyway. I'm voting for him anyway. That makes them burn, okay? Because people can't stand self-awareness like that because it's strength. They can't stand that, right? They can't stand that people can accept things they're not good at or things that'll never be perfect, but then they're just like 100% with pure truth and heart, go for it. They literally can't say, friends, literally that is the enemy of soy. People with soy-infused hands, they can't process this. They can't, right? So if Hex and PulseChain, friends, are able to do just any move up, okay? It doesn't even have to be some sort of turbo nuclear move. This is the PLS chart, okay? So if they're able to just start moving up here, you don't need to go up here, friends. You just need to just go back up here, man. You missed the first 5x. That's it, see? That's it. If it goes back up here, hey, you missed the first 5x. You're going to miss the next 5x, right? And then when it starts happening, I'm telling you, man, it builds FOMO. And then eventually, man, that's what I'm trying to tell the PulseChain community, okay? You don't need the Tekashis and influencers. You don't need anyone to like you, man. I'm telling you, I was here for Avalanche. Snow gets melted by the sun, okay? You ever played any video game, friends? Barely any of them ever finish in the snow, the last level, all right? That's like level 7, level 8 out of 10. It's never the last level, okay? So you know Avalanche isn't taking over the world. It's not the climax, okay? Now, Avalanche was still able to have a forced alt season in September of 2021. And Bitcoin had a red monthly candle there. I showed on my video yesterday, okay? Red monthly candle for Bitcoin, forced alt season. And Avalanche didn't even give real money out. They gave Avalanche tokens out in incentive programs that lasted, whatever, 6 or 8 or 12 weeks, whatever it was. And it had an alt season, man. Okay, now that's $180 million. All right, Richard Hart has 170,000 ETH. At $7,000 ETH, you now have 1.2 billion of real money, man. Real money getting injected. Not I'm going to hand out Pulse tokens. No, real money getting injected. What do you think people are going to do when they see a lot of the bull market's gone? Their coin's only up 3x. They were expecting 30. And now this guy with $1 billion is literally starting to buy his coins. And there's a guy who's made maybe 4,000 videos at that point telling him, hey, you tell him it's not worth the bet. It's going to kill them, man. I'm telling you it's going to kill them, friends. Because I was here. It was literally here. Okay, so the entire crypto industry is begging that PulseChain and HEX never go back up in price again. I promise you, man. I promise you they are. It's because they know so much about it. Okay, they know so much about it. When you see like, HEX tattoos and stuff out here, it's like the XRP army. They're like, oh, well, you're the crazy guy. You were going to believe in any cult you were going to join. Yeah, but they can't stand someone who looks like them. They can't stand that. They can't stand that, friends. They can't stand someone like me who says, don't stake for 15 years. It's still a good bet. They can't stand. In fact, don't stake at all. In fact, don't even touch HEX. Just buy the layer 1 chain. They can't stand that, friends. I can't tell you how much they don't. They can't stand that, right? By the way, I'm not telling you not to do this. I'm just telling you that they hate that I can even say those words. They hate it. And you know what else kills them, friends? Okay, so I've got an example here, right? 50 Cent, right? 50 Cent got shot 9 times. Still came back. And HEX being down 99% still can't kill the community. Literally unkillable. It's literally Terminator at this point. It's literally Terminator. See, this is the best part, right? Next year, friends, let's say you use Euphoria and stuff. I'll literally happily tell everyone, I go, hey, every single altcoin community, I'm calling you out. Your biggest fear is that you go down 99% and you get abandoned, right? But HEX dropped 99% and it didn't get abandoned. So literally, we are the safest coin to hodl at this point because we are proven. Because the first 99% couldn't kill us. 99.81% on EHEX, friends. That's why if EHEX makes a comeback, it'll be the greatest thing of all time. Literally going to zero couldn't kill you. Literally zero, okay? None of these Bitcoin friends... let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this, okay? Everyone knows Bitcoin has been dropping its downside crashes in the bear market, right? Everyone can see this. But what's going to happen if Bitcoin, let's say, hits 260K? Let's say it's 260K in the bull market, in this bull, okay? What if everyone expects it to stop 70% down at 76K? But what if it actually, for some reason, drops? Everyone thinks it's bottomed out, and then it goes and drops down to 80 grand, down to 50K again. What's going to happen, huh? That would be the first time in Bitcoin history where a following bear market dropped more percentage than the previous. Now, what people say, impossible, will never happen. Okay, well, there's your weak point. I already know that's your weak point, by the way. Okay, if everyone makes that level. But I'm just really telling you, okay, so here's the thing. They said it was impossible with Hex. Okay, but it dropped there. It's still, people still in. All right, but I'm just telling you, if you think about the world like this, you go, hey, if I attack your Achilles heel, which is your weak point, do you still really believe? Have you been tested? Okay, so these are the things I'm thinking about going forward. And that's why I bring you back this Tekashi picture. I say this hornet's nest is worth kicking, okay? It will all make sense later. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. It will all make sense later. Because, like, you know, if Tekashi is listening to this, I'll just tell you this, man. Like, Tekashi, you went through some serious, like, legal cases and lawsuits, right? And the government after you. Okay, well, if you had a price chart when you got arrested and all this other stuff, you would have gone down to zero, bro. You literally would have gone down to zero. In fact, your record labels probably even said to you, they would have said, you know what? You're literally worth zero right now. We're going to wait and see if you make it out alive out of this. And if you do, okay, maybe there's something else. So literally, your price chart goes down 99% because no one knows if you, hey, are you going to get killed in jail? Are you ever going to make it out of jail? What if you're stuck in there for 40 years? How serious are the crimes? They go, okay, sweet, all deals are off. So you go down to zero. And then you believe in yourself. You would have taken the other side of everyone. That's what I've done. Okay, you would have taken that. You would have said, guess what? Everyone's wrong. I'm going to come back stronger. I'm going to survive. I'm going to make music again. Yeah, but your price chart's down 99%. It's literally the same thing. Another word, another term is like basically the crowd is wrong. That's it. The crowd is wrong. To make it in crypto, you have to be contrarian. That is buying value. That is the biggest lesson of all from all of these friends, because we're going to see more celebrities, more rappers, and they're going to come in and they're going to be crazed about how people are pushing crypto into everyone else's lives and literally relentlessly refusing to give up. I also made a joke here, friends, as well. The PulseChain and HEX cult, it makes Heaven's Gate look like Sesame Street. Oh, man, do you remember Heaven's Gate? I watched the documentary on it, man. It's funny. It'd be horrific. You know, a couple of, like, biggest mass self-life ending. I can't use that word in pretty much in history. Just interesting backstory when it comes to that guy. The guy doesn't blink. Everyone's literally off chops. And by the way, we got a better logo. Heaven's Gate. Oh, man, that's golf. I'm telling you, man, this is edge, man. This is literally edge. Okay, you can't get this anywhere else. Shout out to HexJamHex. So he says as well, he goes, if you think it's a kind of outrage marketing, maybe I doubt. He's far from being subtle. He's arrogant, yet not knowledgeable about crypto, lacks style, talks poop all day about Richard Hart, PulseChain, PulseChain HEX. Bad publicity is better than no publicity. We'll see. So he's got, wow, this is actually nice. Look at this AI rendering, friends. Looks like chocolate pudding. And then here I mentioned you. Frequently in my videos, you will hear me look through the lens of what is the price chart doing. Since HEX is down 99%, I expect to see zero good comments. Most people are not contrarian, so it's not surprising. Yeah, man, this friends, you can't look up. I've tried, man. I've tried. You friends, literally, I had a friend. Okay, I had a friend who bought XRP in 2017. Okay, do you want to know what happened? He went to work. A Filipino guy literally told him. By the way, XRP was $2. Okay, so let's go back. Let's show you the chart. This is a true story. Right here, friends. XRP was $2. Okay, XRP is $2. This is December 2017. Okay, now I was not in crypto. He was telling me it's going crazy and stuff. He literally went to work. A Filipino dude said, yeah, XRP, it's going to $100. Okay, what does my friend go and do, friends? He literally goes and put in, I'm not joking, he went and put in $80,000 into XRP at $2. Okay, and he kept DCA buying up to the top. He started buying like probably around here. The DCA bought all that. He kept buying it as it went up. He just kept buying like, yeah. 80 grand, man. 80 grand. Literally straight down here. Now, friends, this is the interesting part. When it went down here, what was it down? It was probably average price. Yeah, it was down. I want to show you this number. Okay, down 80 grand. Now he's only got like, okay. Oh, man. Now he's only got like 16K, whatever. He takes his loss. Actually, I don't even think he took his loss. He just held it. He's just still holding. And I spent, okay, the next year from 2018 bottom here. So this was Bitcoin 3K to 6K zone. I literally spent, I'm not joking, 12 months speaking twice a week, no joke, just trying to convince him to buy low and put 10 grand in Bitcoin. Buy one Bitcoin, okay? 12 months. Do the maths on that, friends. That is 12 months. Man, that does it. 52 weeks, 104 meetings. I'm not joking. 104 times. Biggest waste of my time, by the way. 104 times. And finally, he bought in. And by the way, he wouldn't even buy in a full Bitcoin. Like, friends, he literally went to work. A Filipino guy tells him, XRP's going $100. Sweet, put 80 grand. Okay, next time, he wouldn't buy low. Okay, he would only put in 2 grand at a time. He was so scared. And then he was pissed off. I still remember this, right? There was a time here on Bitcoin price chart. Okay, so he would like DCA buy, friends, like a tiny bit here. And then, you know, when zombie virus happened, he was basically telling me, I'm going to go all in. But guess what happened, right? The money took a day to transfer from his bank account, so he never bought in the rest because it already bounced. That's how much fear he had. So he saw Bitcoin trading at like 4,000 US. And then now the next like 2 days was like at 6,000. He's like, oh, I missed it. This thing's a Ponzi, too high. All right. Just telling you, man, I lived through it. Not just like, hey, people don't like to buy. No, friends. We went from, okay, 80 grand in 1 second. Then I spent 104 freaking sessions trying to erase that bad memory to tell him, bro, you're meant to buy low. Buy low. And I wasn't even crypto, man. I was just new into crypto. Oh, man. So that's just one example. So I hope you get an idea now. You're like, oh, now I see where Sommi's coming from. Yes, friends. Not just telling you people don't like to buy low. I've felt it. I've literally felt it. I watched every day. We went through market cap. We go through this. We go through the gold supply. We go through literally everything. Like, you're like, man, how many times did you repeat yourself? Oh, my gosh. Would you love to be a fly on the wall for all this conversation? I felt so frustrated at the end. I realized never again. No, I mean, everyone goes stuff themselves. That's it. This thing's either going to the moon or it is what it is. By the way, but just to show you as well, like, he wanted to mortgage his house and buy Bitcoin up here at 50K. I'm not joking. I was like, look, man, even though I'm really sure it's going above 100, which it didn't, can't do that. You just can't do that, man. You can't do it. Luckily, he didn't. Okay, see, he wanted to mortgage his house up here. He literally wanted to mortgage. He felt compelled to mortgage his house. So if the HEX price chart, PulseChain, PulseChain, all these other crypto altcoins, they start going up, just think, man, I'm already like, it'll be glorious. It'll be glorious. It just takes a few green monthly candles. Okay, so we welcome this type of publicity out here, man. These are the things that they keep you going along the way, man. So I hope you have a perspective when you're observing this. You have a perspective of, wow, this is all on track. Global liquidity index, 4-year cycle. It is what it is, man. No one wants to get in. Okay, it's a time to get in. No one likes it. Okay, you should like it. Okay, you trust in your gut here. Okay, but there will be a point though. The phone calls will start. Hey, I should get a loan. Do you think this is going? And by the way, they're only in it for a 2x. Think about my friends who's literally mortgaging his house. He wanted to mortgage his house just for a 2x. He's like, oh, it'll be the freest 2x of my time. He said, I could take out 150K. I can get a 2x, sell Bitcoin at the 100K. Now I've made 300 grand, pay some tax. Now I have he was working it out and he's just speculating. And it was all at the top. They do the numbers in their heads. That's the speculation part. That's why I got to see it live. I was like, wow. Do you remember those 104 sessions couldn't get you to get in? And by the way, they don't know that. Like these people, they're like, because they're not in it all the time, friends. They don't actually remember me trying to tell them to get in low. They don't remember that whatsoever. They don't remember any of the macro stuff, money printing. All of it just gets fumbled out. They become literally like friends, like you become like the reptilian lizard brain guy. That's it. Where you're just like looking at, you're so cold-blooded where you're like, oh my gosh, look at that green candle. Look at what I'm missing out on. That's it. That's literally it. It's actually amazing to see. But also the fear part sucks where no one can think rationally. They just start selling coins. They're like, oh my gosh, this thing's down 95%. Let me get my last $40 down anyway. Like people do that, right? So hopefully we get to see the other side on the way up. What do you think, man? You know, so we're battling all these things in crypto at the same time, but relentless, friends. We are relentless. Not giving up. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.